All right, Gemini, welcome in. This is your reading. Let's see what's going on today. This is a timeless reading whenever you see it. This is for you if you're called here by the title, which I don't know what that is right now. Then likely there's a message in here for you. So let's see where we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My guides, your guides, all collaborating to get you a message right now. Let's see what that is. All right. If you're interested, Monday we have a major change, a major shift in our energy. North node going into Aries, south node going into Libra, and it's crossing over Pluto in opposition to the new moon in Cancer. If you want to figure out how this might impact you, I have a recorded class. There's a link in the description box below, an invitation from the universe. Imagine a leg up. Oh, to be fair. All right, so Libra energy there. This is really about balancing your experience of what's going on right now. You may be like all the way over in the camp of, this is a person for me, and then kind of wobbly and go back to like, no, this isn't my person at all. I just feel like stop looking at individual people and kind of imagine what it would be like to be happy and be joyful and just stay in that energy. You might need help with it, a leg up, or you might need to help somebody else. And that might take your mind off of things long enough for you to really be manifesting in a very balanced way, which I very much like. Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, the Sun, Knight of Cups, and the Temperance card. Look at this, the Four of Wands, beautiful. And the High Priestess. All right, that's the end of that story. So there is some kind of loss here. I saw this in the morning message today. There's some kind of loss happening, an ending of a way of life or an ending of a long-term partnership that makes way, that gives it space for something new to come in that's really wonderful. Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Three of Swords. Oh yeah, King of Wands. Check it out. A Seven of Swords. Hanged Man. Look at that. Ace of Cups right in the middle. The Moon. Cancer new moon. Queen of Cups. Ten of Cups. I like that. And the Two of Cups. Something so beautiful coming in. You might be dealing with a person or you're dealing with your own feelings of moving on from a situation. The Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords is Ten of Swords. So you've definitely completed some kind of cycle or some kind of ending. I think you're waiting for the right person to come along, and you might be afraid that they're never coming along. What's showing up here for me is there's definitely a sense of loss. Okay, so the Three of Swords and this Five of Cups here, there's definitely a sense of a changing of your life circumstances or pattern. You're challenging the status quo. You're allowing yourself to take action and move toward this Ace of Cups. Ten of Cups, Two of Cups. There's moon energy here. It's Cancer energy. Cancer, Leo, Sag. More Cancer in that High Priestess. Moon energy. Cancer new moon is the moment in time that you're planting the seed. So the Hanged Man is like, can you imagine, can you feel what it's like to be happy? Can you remove yourself from a situation that has been toxic for you and actually understand what the good thing looks like? Because it does seem like you have to take some action on your own behalf. When we have the North Node moving into Aries, that's transiting. It's giving all of us a sense to embrace our own independence, especially moving away from something that we thought was giving our lives stability or safety, and only to be shown that it's really not doing that at all. It's giving us a false sense of security. Okay. And so now we're having to face that, the Hanged Man, the release of an old paradigm or an old way of thinking. There is some kind of loss here. You might need some help with that. Okay. You might be walking away from a best friend, or walking away from a career, walking away from something that has been draining and stagnant. Not good. You're not walking away from something that's good. You're walking away from a cheating scenario, or you're walking away from something that's been hurtful to you. But it's still change, and it still can be like, oh, where am I going? So why is the moon here? I kind of feel like you don't see this yet. So that's why it's like you're not seeing what you're going toward yet. You kind of have to imagine it. You have to envision it before it'll show up. The moon, Two of Swords, Magician. There's the manifesting. 10 of Pentacles. Absolutely. 5 of Wands. I think you have a lot of people around you who are kind of negative Nancy's, or people who don't think, or kind of try to pull the rug out from under you when you want to leave a circumstance. This can be like a family dynamic that if you're wanting to move on from, the people in the family have a vested interest in trying to make you stay. Okay. If this is a partnership, a love relationship, even though it's not good, there's some kind of shared sense of safety in staying. Right? Like, I don't want to see the new thing because it will disrupt the old thing. And there might be some part of the old thing that still has resonance for you. Like, if I'm not suffering, who am I? All right. If I'm not the martyr, who am I? Okay. 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Lovers, 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like some of you have been staying in a situation in order to be seen as, or there's some kind of power dynamic in the situation that you find yourself in now that you're going to be relinquishing. And to be in an actual balanced relationship where you're not in control, maybe where you're not the only one, right? Like you're on balance with this other person. That feels too exposed. 5 of Swords. It's like you like to maintain control over, and that's what keeps you here, even though it's hurtful. Even though it's hurtful. Okay. But there's something new. This is a fated, destined thing. North Node and South Node, 29 degrees. Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn, 29 degrees. New Moon in Cancer, 29 degrees. Cardinal, Grand Square. Cardinal, Grand Cross. It's all the elements, air, fire, earth, water, are all represented. It's requiring us to deal with adversity in order to get what we want. And some of you may feel that you want love, and that the universe is saying, okay, it's not this. This isn't love. So I'm bringing something in that is love. What about the 7 of Swords here? I feel like you might have been lying to yourself. Okay, there's the Aries energy. Fool. Knight of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Trying to hold. Okay, so there's something about a person or a situation that feels familiar. You're trying to hold on to something even though it's not good. Even though it's not the thing that is love, you're trying to hold on to it because it's like you're trying to prove something. Trying to prove that you can hold on to a person who is a cheater, or someone who is incapable of relationship, or someone who's unavailable, trying to hold on to that. If you've ever read the book, Mr. Unavailable and the Fallback Girl, if you haven't read it, I would recommend it, because it's saying like, how am I abandoning myself in those kinds of relationships? How am I cheating on myself by choosing someone who's not choosing me? I want to be chosen. There's something about that dynamic that is making you continue to hold on to a situation who chooses not to choose you all the time. If there's a choice to be made, they're always choosing themselves. They never kind of get it through their head that, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship, so there's something different, a different dynamic. I feel like this person doesn't want to choose anybody but themselves. There's something a little bit selfish about it. And you've been staying with it because there's something about proving that I'm worthy of someone who's unattainable. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Empress. King of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. I think there's a lot of anger here, a lot of betrayal that needs to be expressed. I feel like there's a lot of, you betraying yourself by staying in this situation. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's some 10 of Pentacles. There's something on path here. It's like this time's up. Time's up with this dynamic. There's something on path here that's a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this reading. There's a link in the description box if you want to continue with me if this is your reading. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.